All right, so I haven't been excited about anything in DeFi in a really, really long time because oftentimes there's a lot of Ponzi-nomics to these projects and I just have no interest in them anymore, okay? Or you don't.
Jonathan, that's literally everything on your channel. All right. What is up, guys? This is a crypto scam victim, the one and only spot in all of crypto to get a no nonsense, no BS assessment. All right, so we're back once again with the Jonathan Seller. And he's got a video out called Here's How I Actually Make Money in DeFi. I haven't watched the video, and I already know how he makes money. One way is he promotes projects on his channel, disassociates himself from the project and the team, says that he's not being paid and it's not paid promotion.
Josh and his bot guy didn't pay me. This isn't a paid sponsored AMA. Michael has not sent me any money, and neither has Josh.
Then as soon as the project launches, gets dropped a nice $50,000 into his wallet from the project's pre-sale funds. This one was Aviate Finance, and we're going to talk about this one again today. So in the comments section of this video from Jonathan Seller, he's got into a bit of an argument with somebody called John Wolfe. Don't know who that is. And John Wolfe says, you made a video about Aviate a while ago. Shouldn't you make another one talking about it? Or is there nothing in it for you now? Obviously making reference to the fact that Jonathan's already been paid, so he's not interested anymore. Jonathan took the bait and responded. He said, I thought we'd made headway, that you would seek info before creating another speculative smear-based video about me. You haven't changed any. I've always disclosed when I get paid, including Aviate. I've already disclosed this in later videos pertaining to Aviate, which by now have been taken down since things were starting to go south months ago. I often take videos down, so others don't participate in a failed project. At the time of my AMA with Josh, I was not paid anything, as I said on video. I was still in talks with TS to determine a wide range of marketing expenses and roadmap of what I'd be doing for them. You accused me of lying, which is not the case, but sadly, you get off making video hit pieces. You are the liar, sir. You don't tell the truth. You don't seek the truth. You assume. Once again, you didn't reach out to me, but went with your false, uninformed narrative. You are no different than legacy media. You are not worthy of a response going forward. Sadly, this is not the first time you've done this. You've proven that the truth doesn't matter to you as long as you use me to get clicks. Sadly, you're not man enough to correct the record. Truth seekers paid me a lump sum for marketing, which included multiple aspects. All of this was disclosed publicly on my channel. Many times I disclosed that truth seekers had hired me for a long-term deal. One of the aspects of the deal was continued coverage of Aviate. When they stopped producing for investors, I did the right thing by removing my videos and not doing any further coverage. As with all projects, I always strongly highlight risks and remind people they could lose everything. You'd be disingenuous if you'd think I or TS had any idea Michael would do what he did. As you can see on the AMA I left on my channel, I'd never spoken to Michael before. The whole point of an AMA is to allow the audience to get answers to the questions they have. An AMA is not an endorsement or an indictment that I had any idea Michael would do what he did. I always disclose it if I'm being compensated to cover projects on my channel. It's a shame what has happened to this project, and in multiple videos I've said this, including one last week I brought up Aviate and shared my disgust. Keep up the good work, John. When I read Jonathan's comments, I thought, he's opened a little bit of a can of worms here, because he's mentioned truth seekers quite a lot, and that truth seekers sent him the money. So, I left a comment too. My comment is as follows. Congratulations on being the only one to profit from Aviate. I got into Aviate after watching your videos and duly lost some of my risk capital. You wonder why people call you a liar? Here's an example. You state several times that truth seekers paid you to cover Aviate. Notwithstanding the facts that you stated Josh and Michael had not paid you, that you downplayed any connection to them by stating Aviate was just something you heard about from truth seekers, and that you think, bizarrely, that being paid after making a video means you don't have to disclose that a video is paid promotional content, 50,000 USDC plopped into one of your wallets from the Aviate Finance pre-sale wallet. Investor funds, the very day the pre-sale closed. The blockchain shows this payment irrefutably. Why did you say the money was from truth seekers when it wasn't? You also state that payments received could be for things other than Aviate and refer to it as a marketing budget. Are you putting out there that truth seekers, notably Lou, Crypto Truth Bombs, and Aaron, Dow King, and possibly yourself, were the secret beneficial owners of Aviate and were using the funds raised from investors contained within the Aviate pre-sale wallet as an ATM to pay expenses for truth seekers' self-enrichment projects? You were part of truth seekers at the time and probably still are, so you should be able to easily answer these very simple questions. And don't tell me you weren't promoting Aviate and were just documenting your journey. You've already referred to the money you were paid as a marketing budget, thereby classifying your content as marketing. You didn't make any Aviate videos after the payment, so it must relate to what came before. I've no problem with marketing content, but when you aren't open about it at the start of your videos, we have to question why that is. Would disrupt your sales pitch, right? Stick disclosure in after halfway or at the end, when most people have stopped watching. So open, so honest, so transparent. You should look at the FTC rules on disclosure. When you have a material connection to the brand, brackets, you were paid by truth seekers and by Aviate in this case, you have to disclose as part of your marketing message, not hidden away at the end of a video or in the description. Keep documenting your journey, man. Needless to say, the reason I'm showing this comment in its own window is because Jonathan Seller deleted it immediately, being the open and honest and super transparent guy that he is. Truth seekers have always been quick to distance themselves from Aviate Finance, presumably because it has been a disaster since day one. But Jonathan Seller here, he opens the door to Aviate Finance actually being a truth seekers project, one which is set up by them, people linked together by them, masterminded by them, funds managed by them, marketed by them, security audited by them, KYC'd by them, and then when the shit hits the fan, subsequently deleted by them. The problem is that whilst the current Aviate Finance damage control strategy is to blame Michael Leitner for everything, if truth seekers were really pulling the strings on Aviate, this makes them vicariously liable as somebody who basically facilitated it and was the umbrella organisation for it. Truth seekers Lou and Aaron Dowking are both fairly doxed, and it would be not difficult to find them. We already know who their lawyers are because they've been serving papers on YouTubers they don't like, and all for seeking truth about the latest Truth Seekers project, which is called Famco, or Scamco as some people like to call it. I'm not calling it that. I'm just documenting my journey.